Hi everybody, it's Mike here with Landon Custom Classics. We got a new product to show you guys. People over at Sefaspe sent me this Mig205DS to do a review on. So let's unbox this baby, see what we got. So first, right on top, this is the adapter to go from 110 volt to 220 volt. We won't be using that today. We're doing a video here in my little shop, and I got to go over by my dad's house to get 220. So next thing, we're going to pull the whole, well, see, we can get the hoses out of here, I think. There's the hose. So if you're using your gas with the MIG or whatever, TIG or whatever you need with gas. Welding aluminum, all the good stuff. Okay, we got our leads here. Don't look super long. They're decent little leads. Got your ground here. Looks like a pretty decent ground clamp there. It has the copper band going both sides, so you get a good ground across. And you got your nice little rod holder. We're not going to be using this today either. We will be using the ground. We're not going to be using the rod. We'll set that back there. And on this side, we have our MIG gun. Just take that out and look it over. It says 2.7 meter. I believe is what that says there. Oh, our wrench. Hold on. Our wrench and a tip are in there. Didn't notice that. So we have a little wrench tool to do all the things on your welder, and a different size tip. It says 1.0, so it's in metric. Pull this part. I think this is the smaller tip on here. Has a pretty nice connector here with a little cover. Pops off. There you go. Got all your little gas orifices there, and your piece your wire runs through. Leave that on until we get it set up so we don't get anything in there. We've got our gun. Pretty easy to use gun. Actually says weld on the back of here. 10, or says on this side 15 AK. I'm sure that's the model of gun this is. Let's get that set up to the side here. I like to do all this without stopping so you guys know what's going on. It's a good true review. Let's pull the machine out of here. Doesn't look like there's anything else around it. Okay. We got a couple pieces of foam there. Well packaged. Doesn't look like it took any damage in shipping. There's the back. Pull the plastic off here. Yeah, I like to be fully transparent in my reviews. Don't want to make you guys think I'm doing anything crazy. That's 0.8 and 0.9 on that wheel. Got our power cord back here. Fairly long cord. Sometimes it takes longer to get everything unpackaged than it does to hook it up and weld. So we're going to take this cord and we're going to plug it into my outlet here. This is just a little bully barn that I do all my work in here. Looks like the switch is on. It says AC 110 volt. It automatically detects that. And it looks like it's set up for a stick. Got a picture that says MMA, and it has a stick gun looking thing there. Go to our mode here. Lift TIG, MIG mag. Oops. MIG mix, Flux Core, and Spool Gun. So it does have your port here. You can plug a spool gun in it for welding aluminum and such. So we're going to set this for flux core. These are inverter welders, so they can run on either voltage, and the inverter converts it to what it needs. You can weld a lot thicker material and better with 220 than you can with the 110. Looks like we got the big spool piece on here. This comes off, you just slide your spool on there. We're not going to be using that spool. Hold on here, get the dang threads to line up there. So what we're going to do is take this nut off here. And we're going to remove this piece for now. That's all you do, take the center nut off. Keep a hold of all your springs and washers. So it's got a nut with the nylon insert in there so it doesn't slip. And all you're going to do is put those washers and all that on the other side of this small spool. One thing they don't include a roll of wire with this machine. So you're going to have to provide your own wire. I have some Vulcan wire here from Harbor Freight. Okay, so first to set this up, we're going to take this connector here and we're going to connect it to negative because we're using flux core. And when you flux core, you want to use a positive ground, which helps cut down all the spatter and everything. And then we're going to take our gun here. This wire here is for the gun. So you're going to put that on negative. If you're doing MIG welding with gas, like argon, you're going to hook it up to the positive. It's just a little different process. A lot of people don't know that. And they're like, man, why is my welding so spattery? Well, because you got it hooked up wrong. Make sure you line up all the little holes in here. Get it together good. Get that nice and tight. We got our gun set up now. When you squeeze that, it's running your motor in here. Okay. We will cut this wire off. This is just a spool I had in my other welder that I use for flux core. You're going to take some off here that's kind of bent up. You want to make sure your wire's good and straight so don't mess anything up. A good set of welding pliers. Worth its weight in gold. It'll actually fit pretty much everything on the machine. We're going to pull this lever down and pull this wheel up. Okay, we got to check which wheel we have in here also. What size? I don't remember the metric. What this is. It's 0.035 in what we got. So it's probably going to be the 1.0. I think is what it should be on here. Let's see. Let's try the 0.9. No, we want the 0.9 here with the teeth on it for our 035. Now, the ones with the teeth are for your regular flux core wire. If you're using MIG wire, it's hollow. You just want the flat one because you don't want to squeeze it, because you're going to flatten the little channel through the wire there, crush it. Trying to learn this stuff. Haven't been MIG welding for long. I grew up farm stick welding, which I say farm because I didn't really know what I was doing. Okay, so you're going to put the spool on here. You're going to feed your wire into the little tube here. Okay. Once you get it through here, it's got to go into the other little hole that goes out to the gun there. Get a little bit fed through there. And then you're going to push this on here. Then we're going to put our one washer on, just like it was on the big spool. Let's see, this washer's bigger. We need the bigger washer against the spool. That one's going to go in the hole. Put your big washer on there. Then we're going to put our spring on, and then our smaller washer, and then our nut. And then we're going to tighten this just to the point we got decent tension on here, so it doesn't come spooling loose. And then we're going to have big problems. Before we do that, we'll push this down and put this arm up here. You can get it decently tight on this wire. You can tighten this up a little. We're going to have a little pull on it. Here you go. You can figure out for your machine, and also figure out what number you like to set this at for the right tension. Then we're going to push this button, and it's going to load the gun. Maybe. Hold on. It says EL177. We'll reset it here. Hold on. Something was going on here. What's going on here, guys? Check this, make sure. Oh, it's hitting, I think, on the gun here. So, oh, did it push the gun down? Okay, so what we're going to do is feed it through a little further. For some reason, it's not going into this hole properly. So we're going to feed it into the hole manually, like this. Wire don't fit. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it went just a little awkward. Okay. I was going to say it should fit. Never had to change that end. Okay. Now what we are going to do, shut this off for a second. Take this, pull this tip off. We're going to take this tip off because this is a smaller tip. It is the 0.8. And what we're using should be like 0.9 or 1.0. So we're going to pull the 1.0 tip out of here. And put it on there. You want to snug that up. You can use their little tool, or like I said, there's this little square slot on the MIG deal. MIG pliers. Oh, wait. We're going to leave this off for a second. Sorry. Steer you wrong here. Leave this off when you're loading it. I'm trying to keep my brain working here. So now, oh, we left this open. We're going to squeeze this, and you can see it's pulling wire now. And it noticed that we're loading it, so it's going really fast here. It's supposed to have a lot of automatic settings on this model. I can feel it, it's getting there. After a while, it likes to shut off usually, because there's no arc detected, so it doesn't just want to keep shooting wire. Cut a good bit of this off here. Then you're going to make sure that it fits properly in this tip. Yeah, it feels pretty good. Actually, probably a little tight there. Got some marking on that wire. Okay. Then also check on your wire what distance from the gun you should be welding. You weld without this with the flux core. Then you kind of see better. We're going to cut that off nicely there. Then, oh, our ground cable. Got it over here. Cut that loose here. Grab the zip tie and turn it with those. You're going to hook this into the positive for flux core. Turn that until the little connector goes in there. Turn it nice and tight. We're done in here. It does have destructions in here. Show you a little bit on the different things. Cable diagram. That's good. Let's see. Self-shielded is what we're doing. No. Hold on. We may be wrong here. Gas shielded. Okay, yeah. Gas shielded. You want positive. The cables are actually backwards in the diagram, which is what confused me. It has positive on this side, negative on this side, and down here it's positive and negative. So anyway, we got that set up right. Had me confused for a second. So I'm going to move this unit over here, and I'm going to grab another piece of metal to weld on. I'll be right back. So if you haven't, please like, comment, subscribe. Okay, y'all, we're going to weld this old test piece. We're going to put the horseshoe and weld it on here. Or we can take this edge and put it like this and weld it on here. Probably do that. Probably better to see the bead. Always use a welding helmet. You don't want to get welding burns in your eyes. I've done it. It's not cool. I was a little kid. Decided I could just weld without it. Because I had super eye powers or something. I don't know. Gonna hook our ground on here. I've about forgot that in a couple of videos. The ground's very important. I like to put it on this end so we don't block any of our footage. Just real quick, I got my Yes Welder gloves I normally wear. You put these on. All of you probably wore welding gloves. You know how big and awkward these are. There's so much extra material. They're not very comfortable. They're stiff. Our people at FLD Auto Parts here in Firth, Idaho, gave me this pair the other day when I was in there chatting with them. It's a new design they've come out with. They're very well fitted, very soft, comfortable. They even smell good. Good materials, I guess. And they fit like a glove. If I can ever get my fingers in the holes right. Look how the dexterity in these. Much more comfortable. They've done a lot of heat testing and stuff on these. So when they get them available for purchase, I'll definitely get you guys some info on those. Because literally it's night and day from any welding glove I've ever used. Now we got this set on 17 volts, 177 on our wire speed. Let's give her a go. That's just what it turned on to, so we're going to try it. See if it's too hot, too cold, too perfect. I don't know. Get down in here. Give her a go. Oh, got a piece down my boot. I'm really impressed with what these 110 volt machines can do. They'll actually go through some really, penetrate well into some really heavy metal. Okay, there we're welding like a pro. Good as that gets for me anyway. Okay, so bring this in here, show you how it looks. Pretty nice bead right there. My second little set. You see these gloves. Very comfortable. Love them. Let's find our slag hammer here. Been a while since I've done much welding in here. I'm going to grab my grinder. We don't need to mess around here. Okay, so when we're welding with flux core, it's not going to look pretty when you're done. I got one of these twisted wire wheels. This is just a Harbor Freight one. That's my go-to for cleaning welds off. Put my mask down here. There we go. And then we'll bring you in, show you how pretty that bead is. So I'm not the best welder in the world, but like I say, that is a pretty clean bead right there. First one, I was kind of getting the feel of the welder. Second one, I kind of focused more on it. I'm getting quite shaky too. And like I say, that is, you can tell just by feeling it, it's rock solid. I like to just weld random sheet metal together in the shop. We have quite the kind of junkyard out here, so it's not hard to find sheet metal. So from using this machine, it seems like a good quality machine. Didn't really have to do much. Got the wire fed in there. She's set up, ready to go. I don't know how to use, I haven't gone through all the settings and everything yet. This is just to open the box, show you what it is, show you how well it works. But this is supposed to have automatic settings that will adjust your voltage and your wire speed and stuff like that for you. Or you can set it to manual, which I believe is what it's on now. So if you're looking for a decent welder to do some good little hobby stuff, this thing is so cheap. Like these new inverter welders are way under, like people used to spend thousands on welders. Most of these I've used are under $200. So I'll put the link below in the description if you want to get one of these for yourself. Like I say, it seems to weld great for me. We're on 110 volt here on a regular house outlet. I'm literally running this barn off an extension cord from my trailer house. So I give it a big thumbs up. Thank you. Like to give a big shout out to the people at Sefaspe for asking me to do a review on this and sending me a unit. And hope you guys enjoy. Go get some metal hot. Like I say, if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.